Hi everybody, welcome back to Tam Predicts, and I hope you guys are doing fine. Let's see what is the energy today. Let's do the energy check. What's happening? Spirit guides, please give me messages. Yeah, let's see what are the messages. You can see the emotions card, emotions, moon. Yeah, giving, receiving so much. Look at this, the moon, emotions. It's like they're also emotional. You're receiving it now. This card also says don't be too much of a giver, okay? Have boundaries. If you've been feeling you don't have boundaries with them, like you're the one always going an extra mile to do things. That also says have those boundaries, very important. And maybe the situation flips now because you've been a giver. Yeah, it has to be equal. The moon card, emotions, emotionally involved. This person is going to be emotionally involved. Look at this. Yeah, involved in something. This person is doing so much hard work. It's involved in the things they're doing. Whatever, the coins, the pentacles, earth sign. You've got two earth signs and you've got the moon card. So much water here. Emotions, working on emotions. They're working on the words, on how to connect. Maybe they're not very good with words, maybe they're not very good with emotions, maybe they were not really open. You could be an earth sign or you could be dealing with an earth sign. Let's see, spirit guides. This is working on their emotions. They have to work on their emotions because they have to give you love back. The receiver. The person looks poor because of the rags. It's like when you give too much, and we say you've got an empty cup and you cannot pour from it. That seems like that. And it's your time to receive. Very, very important card. Libra. The scales, the balance, equal give and take, yin and yang. 369 could be important in some way. Numbers. 369 could be birth month, birth dates for you or the person. Look at this, another pentacle, earth sign. Receiving so much. They're working on this, and when all these coins are put together, this is one big coin. The emotions, the commitment, or promising you something. This is huge, this is solid, this is not something small and tiny. Look at the pentacles here. All coming to form a big pentacle, working hard on each and every detail. What's happened to this person? What did you do? Look at this, Knight of Wands. Were they going to lose you? Did they think they were going to lose you? They lost you once, like you walked away, or you just told them that, that this is not working out, I cannot be the giver. Or you've been telling them this all the time, but they have not been thinking about it, they thought it was okay. Receiver, giver. Yeah, of course, you're the receiver now. They've been working on everything. It's like probably they missed the details or they missed the important things in life. When's your birthday, or they missed that, or they missed the anniversary, or I don't know, something that was important for you. Or they said, okay, I'm going to see you, stood you up on a date. This person is working hard, it's like also putting things together to be with you. Every detail now they remember. Maybe you pull them up and said, hey, you forgot that, you don't bother about me. Maybe that's when your emotions came pouring out. You didn't say much, but sometimes something happens little, like it's not little that they forgot the anniversary of birth. There's something they forgot, and your emotions came out, pouring out. You're like, hey, why can't what's happening? I can't do this because I'm just been giving, and look at this, my cup is empty. There's no self-love. That's why I said the word boundary here. Very important, boundary. Or maybe a boundary to restore balance. You've got the Hangman again in the reverse position, which is action. You've got two action cards now. You've got Knight of Wands, and the Hangman does form a 4. Can you see the 4 here? It's stability, it's turn around, a new perspective, seeing things your way. Okay, seeing things your way. They weren't seeing things your way. It was always their way. Maybe that's why it was, that's what was causing the imbalance. But here, they're understanding your viewpoint, looking at things that, in a different way. Knight of Wands is also action. Knight of Wands is also action, okay? B letter is coming to me today. B. Be for brave. Brave. Maybe you made a brave move. Maybe you spoke up and said, this is not right. You've got Three of Pentacles. Yeah, let's take this. See? Two of Wands. Knowing where to go, having a plan, a path. This is so important. Look at these cards, guys. Knowing what to do. The key, I always feel the key. Working hard, You'll be meeting somewhere, a lot of people in a setting. There's also redecoration always, or, restarting, making things better. You've got the key. There's a bench there, higher. Something to do with higher. Maybe you took a, bench or something to work, like you wanted to put a painting on the wall. Like a ladder, you used a ladder. It's like steps. Stool or steps. Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's been really worrying you, look at because you've not been in good shape. Not been in good shape. Overthinking. And the Justice and the Balance. Look at this. Almost seemed like the High Priestess card with the B and J. With the B and J, it seemed like a High Priestess card. The Pentacles you're getting today. Look at how solid it is going to be, the give and take. I mean, the word besties, best friends, B, letter B. We saw this card while shuffling. I don't know if you know. If you rewind, I did spot it, and I'm like, this is the cold behavior. Look at again the Pentacles. I mean, they kept their feelings to themselves. It's like the window is shut very tightly. While you walk, you're like, when will I get that warmth or that love in the relationship? It almost, I'm not going to say that word, but yeah, it's like, you are, it's like begging for love, you didn't even know. It's like you had to just see, oh, did they send me any message? It's like checking. It's almost like checking your phone. Did they send me any message? Or did they do, did they send anything? Like a love message? Did they call me? Is there a notification? Have they said anything? It's like checking. Do they really love me? Is the warmth still there? This is huge and solid commitment. This is emotions, bursting with emotions, flowing emotions, action time, writing new chapters together in love, writing a new chapter, definitely a new book. But I love the balance here, and I love so many pentacles are here. Pentacles means your foundation. Nothing can rock this foundation, especially if both of you are equally invested in this relationship, equally invested in a relationship. Nothing can rock this. But yeah, things weren't right. Things are not going right. Maybe, they are changing. You felt the change, but the emotions are going to burst suddenly. It's not going to be, I don't get, they're going to wait and one day they'll be like, oh, I must send this tiny message to you, and they'll start understanding that I want to do something about it, that I can also be a giver, or I'll also see their viewpoint. They're going to do something about it, because like you've almost, like, just like the last look when you're walking away, or that last ray of hope that yeah, something is going to change. The snow, unless they open the window, the warmth can't melt the snow. How will it, like, you're wondering if their heart would melt. That's another thing that I get. Heart would melt. Heartfelt message, heartfelt sorry, something to do with the heart, definitely, because I got the emotions card, and the moon also is looking like the pentacles here. Spirit guides, please give me some messages. Summertime, warmth, the energy of summer, birds chirping, everything that comes to life, the trees, everything looks beautiful. The summertime, something to do with the summertime. Oh my God, save the relationship. Yes, save the relationship. That's what they're working on. They're working on to save the relationship, so that it can be equal give and take. Okay, it could be realization, self-realization. It could be after you said this is not working, or I don't think we can do anything about it because you're not doing anything about it. This is suddenly wanting to change the whole equation. I will call you. Look at this fast change. Number 8. Next, 8 date. Wow, 8 dates, something to do with 8 dates. 8 days, 8 hours, there is change, and it's on fire. Like we had the Knight of Wands, it's like almost on fire. That's why the fast change. That's what I said. It's not going to be one day a little thing happens and you're like, oh, they're back in it. I'm going to receive a lot of love, and then again, they disappear, become invisible. No, it's not that. Once this window opens, it's just that warmth comes out and the snow melts. It's getting poetic. Okay. But yeah, they're on fire to change things. Look at this. You've got speed again. It's very important, speed, sometimes, because if people do not act within a given period of separation or no contact or whatever, fight or not feeling good, it's just like the distance becomes more and more. It's like you also are fine with it. There'll be a time when you're like, okay, I don't want this also. Look at this. I still love you. That I still love you is so important here. And you know why? Like I just said, this whole thing of I still want to be with you. I still love you. I still want to invest in this relationship. I still want to save the relationship is very important, okay? And those are their words. Exact words. I still love you and I still want to save the relationship. And they're going to work on it. It's not like I said, slow. Because you've got the Hangman totally reversed. Spirit guides, please give me messages. I'm feeling lost. It's like I'm getting lost in so many messages. Like, or you were feeling a little lost today, like what's going to happen generally, so yeah, you're going to feel good at the end of the day. Yeah, because you've been going round and round. That's why lost, you're like, is there a way out? For some of you, there's new love, and also old love that feels like new love. And you've got 1, 1, 1, 1. Wow. That's beautiful. All the lovely cards that you needed. And look at this, 888, infinity, forever. This is going to be forever. It's not going to be that phase where there's bread coming or coming and going. No. You know the answer to something. Okay. And butterfly, the changes we need, definitely. Transformation, like I said. And not that slow from a cocoon to a butterfly. Peace, yeah. At the end, you'll feel good, peaceful. It's going to bring you peace. I think that's the biggest thing, to be peaceful. Look at this love message for you. I just picked it up. I thought I cannot close it with peace, so maybe one more message, and it says love message for you and the karma. You did your best, okay? You did your best unconditionally, without wanting anything, and that's what you're going to get, the best. This is extremely important, guys. I still love you. I still want to save the relationship. That still is very important. That means the intent, the emotions that we first saw, the card. So take care, guys, and I'll be back for another reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.